How's it going, everyone? Got quite a bit of updates to go over in this video. Cyberpunk 2077 will be getting its big update 2.1 here in just a few days, and more details about that update have been detailed. Alan Wake 2, they are teasing a potential really big free update for that game. I mean, teasing would be putting it lightly. I think it's something that'll be coming here very shortly. And Elden Ring's DLC, we know it's in development, Shadow of the Erdtree, but we haven't heard about it in a while. We'll talk that at the end of this video. Looks like I saw a lot of people thinking it might be out in February, which, God almighty, do not put this DLC out in February. I know it's Elden Ring and competition won't matter for this game, but can we just have a little bit of reprieve? Like, my goodness, people being like, yo, it'll be out in February to celebrate the 2-year marks. It's like, do you guys just want things to devolve into madness? I feel like you guys are just asking for it, the ones that are like, yeah, put it out in February. I know you guys want more Elden Ring, but damn, is that a bad idea, at least for me. But we'll talk that at the end of this video. First of all, Update 2.1, Cyberpunk 2077. It will be introducing a brand new accessibility tab. Love seeing this. I think PlayStation has been crushing it as far as adding more accessibility features in their games, and it seems like a lot of other publishers and developers, it really, to me, it feels like more games are having a robust lineup of accessibility features now than not having it. CDPR noted in Update 2.1, we will add a new accessibility tab to the game setting where players can easily access all of the game's accessibility options. Below, you'll find a list of the new features that you'll be able to find in this new section. First, the features currently available in the game with patch 2.02, then the options that will be included in Cyberpunk 2077 and Phantom Liberty with Update 2.1. Please keep in mind that the new tab will only be available from Update 2.1, that is dropping December the 5th. As I'm recording this video, the full update has not been revealed yet. CDPR is still waiting on their red stream that will be happening later today as I'm recording this video. By the time you guys are watching this video, it will have been confirmed as far as everything coming with the update. But this is a major update to it. So colorblind mode, there are 3 colorblind option modes available. Subtitles, players can now enable cinematic radio and overhead subtitles. Cinematic subtitles display voiceover subtitles at the bottom of the screen, while overhead subtitles display background conversations above NPCs' heads. Text size and overhead text size. This option allows players to adjust the size of the cinematic radio and overhead subtitles for improved readability. Players have 6 size options available for text size and 5 options available for overhead subtitles ranging from size 32 to 62. Background opacity, a slider that can adjust the background opacity of cinematic subtitles, improving subtitle visibility. Aim assist, this setting enhances how much the game assists the player while aiming. There are 3 separate settings for aim assist for melee combat, vehicle combat, and range combat levels. Range combat off, light, standard, and substantial. Melee combat off, light, standard, and vehicle combat that'll be able to toggle on and off. Snap to target added as well, additive camera motions, weapon sway, controller vibration, center of screen dot overlay, user interface haptic feedback. So those are all of the updates that are available since patch 2.02, and then they have a lineup of new features coming with update 2.1. Larger fonts will be available, a toggle can change that. Hacking minigame time limit removes the timer for the Breach Protocol minigame, that's great to see. Larger HUD elements, a toggle that increases the size of the HUD to make it larger for improved readability. Remove HUD visual effects removes the chromatic aberration effect, also known as ghosting in the HUD. This effect can primarily be seen on the minimap, track quests, current weapon available equipment, and items, and then reduce HUD decorative elements as well. Remove HUD lens distortion and weapon cycling to arm cyberware, adaptive triggers, and trigger effect intensity. So accessibility having a large focus with Update 2.1, and an entirely separate tab for accessibility features is going to be introduced with this as well. So that'll be a nice thing that you guys can tinker around with and figure out how you want to set it up yourself. Moving on from that, it looks like Alan Wake 2 will be getting a major update, and it should be a free update. New month, new game, ... plus, with an image that says New Game Plus with Alan Wake 2. I think New Game Plus is coming to Alan Wake 2. I think you guys can get excited about that. Look, I've been pretty vocal about my opinions with Alan Wake 2, and surprisingly, a lot of you guys in the comment section, you know, I'm not getting a ton of crap for my opinion about the game, and it seems like a lot of you guys agree with me that you can objectively assess that this game, from a design standpoint, atmosphere standpoint, visual standpoint, sound design standpoint, very, very elite in all of those categories, but just doesn't click with me. And that's coming from somebody that has loved Remedy's other games. Loved Alan Wake 1, loved Control, Quantum Break, I was a little mid on that, but Alan Wake 2, like, it is a really well-made game and I can acquiesce to that, but for some reason, like, I'm not seeing the 93 on Metacritic or whatever it is that a lot of other people are. And if you're enjoying it, more power to you. Look, this year's been weird for me, man. I didn't enjoy Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't get super into that game. Didn't get super into Alan Wake 2 either. Like, those are two games that are frontrunners for Game of the Year, and I'm not gonna say that my subjective opinion should be held at gospel. And I'm not even here to do a full breakdown on why Alan Wake 2 didn't click with me. I don't want to say I disliked the game because that's a little bit too much of a stretch, because there's so much that this game does well, but for me, it's not one of my personal Game of the Years. Like, honestly, like Final Fantasy 16, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Resident Evil 4 Remake, like, those are probably my top three, and I think most people would say Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 trumps all of those three titles. So, you know, everybody's got their own opinions, damn it, but I think New Game Plus coming with Alan Wake 2 is going to be a big deal, and I know this is a game that a lot of people skipped out on with the lack of a physical release. Hindsight being 2020, given the reception for this game, I think it would have been very advantageous for them to do a physical release. I don't know, but just like being able to have ads and like things on screen, you know, when you're at your brick and mortar store, oh, nominated for Game of the Year, oh, 93 on Metacritic, 9.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, etc. It's very easy to advertise that when you're in store, and I just think a game like Alan Wake 2 would have seen a reception even stronger had it gotten a full physical release. And ultimately, I don't have exact numbers on how this game performed digitally, and we'll never know because we won't live in a reality where a physical copy of Alan Wake 2 came out the same day as the digital copy. We'll never have that. Maybe we'll get a physical copy at some point, but we'll never have a world where the physical copy came at the height of the game's interest with the digital release on the day of release. At some point, they might release the DLC and decide, hey, we can do an Alan Wake 2 Complete Edition, release it again at $60, maybe $70. I don't know if they would do that, but that is something I could easily see happening, and honestly, that just seems like free money to me, so why not do that? Lastly, I do want to note, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is a little ways off, but it is progressing well. At the PlayStation Partner Awards 2023 in Japan, From Software producer Yasuhiro Katao was asked for an update on Elden Ring's upcoming DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree. As reported by GameWatch, they said From Software still has a little way to go with development on the DLC, but that it is progressing well. A little way to go makes me sound like it's not going to be February. A lot of people had wanted this to drop in February with the 2-year mark of the initial release of the game. Think more likely it'll be a summer 2024 release, and even if it's a summer 2024 release, guys, give From Software credit where credit is due. If we can get Elden Ring in February of 22, Armored Core 6 in summer of 23, and then Elden Ring DLC in the summer of 2024, that is such a consistent level of releases that we don't see from a lot of top-level development studios these days, and From Software crushes it in that regard. You have to put From Software with the likes of Insomniac in terms of just consistent output of top-level games. They do a great job, and Elden Ring is a game that you can still get a ton of mileage out of with the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. And if they decide to do more DLC, eventually the game is going to get a Complete Edition Game of the Year release. You guys know how this game is played, much like Alan Wake 2. I could see that happening for that game as well. But that will be doing it for me. Again, Cyberpunk 2077, massive news on its free update. That'll be a sizable free update. And when we hear about all of the ongoings with the free update, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But that'll be out in just a few days. Remember, with the Ultimate Edition is $60, gets you the base game and Phantom Liberty. Alan Wake 2, looking to get a free update as well with New Game Plus, and Elden Ring's DLC is progressing well, but still has a little ways to go. I'd expect summer of 24 for that one. Honestly, I'm good with early 24 taking a little bit of a reprieve, because this is getting to be a little bit of madness. Honestly, if we get another big release for the first quarter, that would just be too much. And I consider Shadow of the Erdtree, while it's not a, you know, top-level new release, it's DLC for Elden Ring. It's gonna be a gargantuan, colossal release in its own right, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.